It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the New York Giants and the Washington Commanders, next on Madden Football.
Commanders Field holds a little more than 80,000, and they have come out in droves here in Landover, Maryland. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Ready to get us started, it's Cade York. And off we go in our nation's capital. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Giants offense ready to go to work, and they'll do so behind Daniel Jones in his sixth season now out of Duke.
And he's coming off an injury-shortened season where he played in 6 games, going 1-5 over that span, with just 3 total touchdowns on the year. But the Giants have a lot of confidence in him. They didn't draft a quarterback this year, and they're looking for him to bounce back and prove that last year was an anomaly.
Open target here, Darius Slayton. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up second down.
And their coach told us the other day that they wanted to get him in a nice groove right out of the gate. And one way to do that, give him quick throws where he can get the ball out of his hand in a hurry, as he did there.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. It was just 3rd down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
Yeah, that's just the 3rd play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3-and-out. They did. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now Jones has this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy. But they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of. Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Throwing Jones. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Off play action. Jones. Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
Off the play fake, Daniels. That's to the speedster, Olamide Zaccheaus. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 13 yards there and a Washington first. To the air goes Daniels. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 47 yards. And the Commanders are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Here's Jones throwing to start the drive. Over the middle, caught by Bellinger. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now a 2nd and 10. Singletary again. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. He'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give them a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally you just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting.
A lot of confidence there, though, because even if they overcommit.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, 28 yards. And the Giants have retaken the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch. And he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, Three things can happen, and two of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down. Working out of the gun, Daniels. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now 2nd and 3. Here's Daniels. Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
They go play action. Daniels. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
To throw is Daniels. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack. (10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Daniels looking to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long, because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
York able to send this one through, and that will knot us up at 10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Daniel Jones and the Giants head back to work. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. All the option left, it's Jones. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. 1st down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
From the 39, Jones. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact, but that time they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Cleveland Ferrell. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this 1st half.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. He was true on his first, this a tough one from 49 yards away. Gano's kick is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Commanders offense and Terry McLaurin headed back onto the field. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now Daniels. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so he'll just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Daniels. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
And one thing we certainly know about Zach Ertz, a high-caliber tight end, still can produce in this league. And if he stays on the field, he'll certainly prove it.
Back to throw now on first down. And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Deonte Banks there on the stop. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels. Going to throw right side here. Complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw again. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. From 10 yards out. And the Commanders have taken the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
York now for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It was Clelin Ferrell who was able to rush in and make that tackle.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Now Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. He's got Bellinger. And he stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Now it's Crowder. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The home team's offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender his way, because whatever they've done, it has not worked in this first half. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Well, that shows an excellent understanding about down and distance. 3rd and 4. Just explodes off the line. Essentially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps. Catch the football, and he has more than enough for the 1st down. Well done.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Daniels. Complete to Zacchaeus. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. To the air goes Daniels. This pass complete to McLaurin going across the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Off the play fake, Daniels. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jaden Daniels taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Commanders add 6 to their lead.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And the Giants ready to come out now. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing Jones. Over the middle, caught by Bellinger. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Operating from the gun, Jones. Another pass complete to Bellinger. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, he'll drop to throw. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second down and 6 now from the 26. to throw again. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be a 37-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. 1 second, all that remains. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Commanders on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
What a treat to watch the rookie in that first half. The number 2 overall pick, Jaden Daniels. He threw 2 touchdown passes, ran for another, as his guys have the lead at halftime. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Commanders offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Here's Daniels. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Singletary trying the left side. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
That's complete. It's Neighbors. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 4. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Commanders' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. To throw is Daniels. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time, because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Possession of the football going back over to the Giants. And they'll start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 66 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
This is caught. Touchdown. Malik Neighbors. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver, because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Brian Dable dialing up a play call here as they will go for 2. Jones throwing for it. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you, because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Robinson up the middle. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Oh, here's a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Robinson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Here comes third and the length of the football. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
In motion left goes a tight end. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Daniels looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 29-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this third quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football, and that ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
Gano now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Throwing now is Daniels. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll look to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Back now at Commander's Field. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Handoff now to Robinson. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
The York on now for the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. A 10-play drive that time. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Giants going to take over again on offense. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Singletary to get the drive started. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Now Jones. And his throw here's incomplete. The Giants on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Jones. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end could be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's across midfield, and he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Singletary here running out of the gun, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively at 2nd down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Malik Neighbors, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Gano for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Daniels. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They go play action. Daniels. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. The Giants offense and running back Devin Singletary headed back onto the field. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd down and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got Slayton on the slant. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 94 yards rushing now for Singletary, and he's got a first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the side.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Giants. Wan'Dale Robinson, 40 yards. And the Giants have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. But that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was finished up by a touchdown catch from Wan'Dale Robinson. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Well, this offense and their wideout headed back onto the field. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down.
A truly all-around great effort against the pass today. First an interception. Now getting to the quarterback for the first time in this contest. I think offensively, they just forgot to prepare for him or simply overlooked him in getting ready for this one. Either way, a big mistake, and he's making them pay for it.
To the air goes Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Back to throw now on first down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Crowder's got it over the middle. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the counter, this is Singletary. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 105 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it. And he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
Throwing, Jones. This one is Slayton over the middle. And the Giants are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Singletary diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Gano for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. This offense making its way back out, led by their wide receiver. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Here's Daniels. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Daniels going to throw for it. He's got a man. That's Zacchaeus. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him, and he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right.
To throw is Daniels.
And it's caught.
And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Daniels looking to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
The Giants offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And able to get this to the 31. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Second and 6. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation.
So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal.
This to make it a 3-score game late. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
This is Ertz on the pitch and catch.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we sign off from Landover.